Hi there, Aries. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you about November. November's going to have 5 weeks in it. So we have the 5 columns, the 3 rows. It's going to be a big month. All right. So I have the this wonderful Devine Abundance deck here for us to talk about. Let's go ahead and pull out our 1 month, our November cards. Right. Get our guiding cards for November. Everything's been pre-programmed, pre-shuffled. And when we get to the layout, I'll go ahead and tell you all about what my guides were telling us. It's going to be great. Okay, so let's talk about Aries. This one. Aries in November. Here it is. Right there. All right. Excellent. We'll go ahead and set these aside. And yes, again, baby Einstein is right here, hanging out with us, making sure everything's good. Oh my. So we have sacrifice. Sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice of love, or a sacrifice to love. Whoa, look at that. That is intense. Very interesting to see that we're doing something that is a major sacrifice. I say we because I am an Aries also. And I always try to remind myself and remind all of you that I am with you in this little avenue that we're taking here. So inner power, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Well, la-di-da, right? So yeah, there's some inner power coming out. Sounds like we're doing some sacrifice, and it's going to be a little frustrating for some of a beautiful, fantastical, absolutely amazing Aries. Okay, wonderful. Yay. Whew, that was hard. Okay. So let's talk about November in general right now, okay? I'm going to go ahead and lay out the cards and tell you what the guides were telling me, because it's important that you hear the story that I was told. What I was told was that for the month of November, we, all Aries, me and you all, we need to talk about the probability that staying in a state of gratitude and taking a pause to be there and be in that place of gratitude is a big deal. This is actually the message for all 12 signs this month. It's important for all of us to stay in a place of gratitude, which is cool. I don't mind that at all. November, Thanksgiving, blah, 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 blah. For all of my American folks and my non-Americans, stay in a place of gratitude anyway. It's kind of nice, right? It actually opens you up to the flow in a very different way than you'd expect. Your life will open up if you stay in a place of gratitude in general. It's a place of flow. And I love that very much for us. And I want that very much for us, to be in a place of flow and acceptance about what's coming and all that. The private message for all Aries was that we needed to be prepared for more change. And when I talk about that in that way, I'm talking about it in the big deal kind of way, where if you find yourself incubating or cocooning a little bit here and a little bit there, you're taking care of yourself. This is self-care time. And that's, I call it cocooning, when you just take time out for yourself, right? You want to be by yourself. You don't want to be around other people. You want to do your journaling. You want to take care of you. You want to just putter around in the yard. I don't care what it is you do that makes you feel connected to the universe or to yourself. But the real deal is, it's important for you to do that. When you do that, it's good, because it means that you're in self-care and you're also metamorphosizing, okay? This is the big story that I was told, is that you are changing a lot this month, okay? And when you get in the cocoon, like the caterpillar, you go into the cocoon and you're like, okay, I'm going to be in here, but I'm going to change. I'm going to change everything. So while I'm in here, don't be shocked if I come out a little different, right? So the big reveal will happen later or at some point during the month of November, or I would probably bet closer to the end, but don't be shocked. It's going to be like, wow, look at me go. I feel different. I think some decisions are going to come into play. Some decisions are going to be made that will come into a place of really understanding who you are, why you are who you are, and not feeling like stuck anymore. You know, there might have been a part of you that's been holding off on making big decisions, but you're finally going to feel it. You're going to feel like it's the right time to make that big decision. It's okay to make it safe. You're in a safe space. And it's super exciting to think that you, Aries, will be able to do those things, and it will be great. Excellent. So why don't we look right now at the overview, which is the October 29th through the 4th will be the first week, and we'll go all the way down through December 2nd. So let's get after the first week, all right? So in the first week, you're going to find yourself in a position where you want to use your power to help other people. That is really kind of groovy. I like that for you. That is the overriding theme for you in this particular week, because this is where you are, what's blocking you, and your solution, right? So we're going to talk now about what's blocking you. Something at the home front will be blocking you from moving forward. This could be new paperwork. This could be other versions of what's going on at home, you know. Home needs some attention, and it's going to keep you from moving forward or helping other people. And it has to do with your personal mental foundation as well. So if you decide you've made decisions already, but those decisions are now blocking you. So you either have to redecide, look at the situation again from a new angle, learn to delegate, figure out a way around the situation. All right. So be aware of that. Understand what that means for you personally. Don't make it, just sort of recognize it, understand it, and make a new decision. All right. It doesn't have to be horrible. Okay. And the Lover's card is your solution, showing that there will be another person involved in the situation. This could be a partner, a relationship partner, a situationship partner. It could be a true love relationship where this person is stepping up and being helpful, or it could be, you know, that you're just realizing that there's another human being in the universe that could be of service in the situation, and you don't have to be completely in charge of every little damn thing. Okay. So just be aware that for some of my people, this will be about you getting into relationships. Others of my beautiful Aries will not be getting into relationships, but will indeed maybe tap into an ex, find ways and means to delegate situations so that you can feel comfortable doing what you need to do. Yeah. So I feel like you find yourself a situation and you find a solution. Very cool. I like that for you. This is good news. This is going to be great. All right. So let's talk now about the 5th through the 11th, right? November 5th through the 11th. You are in a position where you want to do some giving from your heart. All right. That's kind of groovy. I like that very much for you. You are indeed feeling bountiful and lovely and happy in your situation in this moment of now. And you want to do something about giving from your heart, sort of, if there's cleaning out of closets you can do, that will be, because you're the shirt off your back kind of person. So when somebody comes to you and wants something from you, it might be as simple as listening, right? Sitting down with a cup of tea and listening and being able to appreciate what they're talking about and really staying in the moment and not talking over them, but understanding them and hearing them, and do that a lot, and it'll be okay. You will indeed find yourself ingratiated in some way. The Ten of Swords is here, talking about how you're not going to be in charge of anything. You will in fact feel powerless this week. So being able to just commiserate with someone else. This may also be a week where you don't need to be in charge of anything, which would be kind of groovy for a minute. Being an Aries, I know it's not typical for you to want to be out of charge, right? Out of charge? That's funny. But the reality is that wherever you find yourself, you're not going to have the power that you normally do. Don't be mad about it. Just kind of take a moment and let that be your moment to go and do something else. Do something that makes you happy, right? The solution is the Knight of Wands, fighting for your ideas. Interesting that you might have to fight for your ideas this week. Just put your energy out there. Let your universe know what you need. Envision it happening the way you want it to, because this is good shit. And you can definitely get things going in the right direction, all right? So don't be afraid to voice what you want or need. It will be important to you, and it could really help you, okay? Good, like that. Getting what you need and taking care of yourself, all good. Perfect. Now let's talk about the 12th through the 18th. On the 12th through the 18th of November, we have something going on. That's the Two of Swords is here, showing me that you're feeling nervous. You're feeling uncomfortable. You're not a little afraid of what's happening, and you're not really sure how to handle it. So you're mostly going to hide if you aren't paying attention, okay? If you can voice what's going on to somebody else and see if you can find another solution, that would be super awesome. We like that for you. We want you to really approach it from that angle, okay? The more you share about what you're feeling crazy and sad and scared about, the less you have to hold on to it, okay? The area where you're blocked is rallying people together. Getting people together and thinking alike is not going to work out so well for you this week. Yikes, right? Frustration. Okay. Don't make it into a big deal. Just know that it is what it is. And maybe you don't have to be in charge of everything. Maybe you don't have to have a big group experience. Maybe you were planning a gathering and all the people fell apart. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be a big deal. All right? Don't let it stop you from being who you are. Knight of Pentacles is here telling me that, yes, indeed, fighting for your finances is going to be happening this particular week. Fighting for your worth and value. Interesting, you may have someone coming up and like getting in your face about how you're doing what you're doing or what you're getting paid or whatever, but you want to approach it from a place of educating if you can. Maybe the other person hasn't seen their worth and value, and therefore they're fighting about what your worth and value is. So it's interesting, right? Just keep it in mind. Some of you will be fighting for your worth and value at your job. Others will be fighting for your worth and value at home. And a lot of you, it's an internal struggle more so than an outside struggle, right? Because you'll see, because you can't rally people, you're feeling less than and unappreciated. And we want you to not feel bad because they didn't want to come to your shindig, okay? They didn't want to come to your shindig. That's on them. That's their part, that they're losing out because you're amazing. And, you know, it is like just prior to the holidays starting. So people are going to have other things on their schedules and other family to worry about. So it isn't all about you, and don't be mad about it, okay? breathe through that situation. Okay, cool. Now then, let's talk about the 19th through the 25th. We are talking about the Page of Pentacles. Yes, there's going to be new information about ways and means for you to make money. Awesome. I feel like this is new information, but it's something you've been waiting for and wanting to have come out of the sky. You've been like, come on, I've been waiting for this information, and it's going to come. Yay! So this is going to be great. This is going to be super wonderful for you to get this information and put it to work. It's going to be awesome. You're not going to be in a position to take your power back, though, in this situation. So something about it is going to have some little things that you're going to want to like say, hey, well, what if I do it like this? Or what if I do it like that? And they're going to be like, nope, nope, nope. This is how you're going to do it. And that's it. You're like, okay. So you want to not fight about the little things. Don't fight about the little things. Make sure you're fighting about big stuff and nothing else. Otherwise, there's really nothing to fight about. And of course, we're talking about the answer, the conclusion, the solution to this particular week is the Ace of Cups. The gift of love, the gift of joy in your life, and a heartbeat. This could be a new relationship. This could be a new friend. This could be a new animal, or it could be a real life baby. Now, this could be energy or information about other siblings or other in-laws and other people in your family tree becoming pregnant. It doesn't have to be you yourself, so don't be afraid. And if you don't want it to be you and you can do that sort of thing, you can be protected, right? All good. Knowing in advance is half the battle. But the beauty of this is that there's joy and love happening here. As a result, I mean, I really see it very much so connected to this information that you get about ways and means to make money. This new job opportunity is going to come, and it's going to be perfectly timed and put you in a very happy place. Things have been a little stressful. I can see the stress here. Knights over here, and of course the swords over here, and the fear here. So I'm not surprised that you're having some issues. But at the same time, we're coming to a place where things are finally in a place of the Ace of Cups. There's some pure joy happening. There might be some laughter. Oh, thank goodness. This card here is talking about, we're talking about November 26th through December 2nd, the last week of November. You're going to be able to trust your intuition and know that you're doing the right things, heading the right direction. Trust your gut. If something says make a left, not a right, then make the left, okay? You'll get where you need to get to, and you might just miss a giant freaking sinkhole, all right? That's good news. We like that. Now, this Ace of Wands is here in the block department telling me that not going to have a lot of great big ideas, okay? Not this week. Or the ones you do have are going to get blocked. So if you come out, oh, what if we do da-da-da? Someone's going to go like, no. What if we do da-da-da? No, no, no. So, just sort of be aware of that and be open to the possibilities of it not going according to plan, okay? So that's kind of neato. And of course, the Queen of Pentacles is here saying that, yes, your solution is to stay cognizant about your finances, be aware that there's some plenty out there, and you are working it. You are getting that plenty in your life right now. And that is awesome. I really like to see this bounty of goodness coming your way. So that's awesome. Perfect. And that's really great. I like that for the overview. I'm going to go ahead and put these cards aside. Of course, we're going to go in depth on these at the end of the video or in other videos. And I will, of course, go in depth on the first week so that we can get there, right? All right. So let's get here. And we'll go ahead and these pre-programmed cards. This is, of course, the Crow Tarot, We're going to go ahead and add some cards here. And go in depth on this week. All right, the first week being October 29th through November 4th. We talked about that Six of Swords wanting to help other people with our power, right? We are givers, and we want to do what we do and help other people as best we can. And that is why we came to where we are. We have the Knight of Cups telling us that we wanted to fight for our heart's desire. We are fighting for our heart's desire in this situation, which is interesting. And I hope that it won't be too big of a thing where we have to fight too hard. There is a gateway opportunity in this process. So as we walk through this gateway, fighting for what we want to be happening, we might walk in. I feel like you're walking into a place where you want to help people, someplace new, and you want it to go a certain way, and you have a certain vision, and yet you need to remain flexible in this situation. It's very clear to me that while all this is exactly what's going on, flexibility is going to be key, right? So we had the Emperor, things at the home front feeling a little awkward or unclear, or unsettled, where we felt torn between doing what we have to do here with what's going on at the home front. Can't control everything, can we? New information about power and control. Interesting. Also in the blocking department. So new information about how we can't stay in control of what's going on. That's interesting. And the Ace of Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles telling us that the gift of finance may be also blocked. So, whatever's going on here, we want to make sure before this time, before October 29th through the 4th, we want to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed so that we don't end up non-compliant, right? Where they tell us we can't do what we need to do, everything isn't squared away, and you can't continue. What? So the Ace of Pentacles is blocked also, so that's frustrating. The Lovers here is talking about how, of course, a new partner or somebody as a partner in crime in this particular week is going to be of use to you in this situation. We talked about maybe a past relationship or maybe even a current relationship who will be helping to resolve all the home situation, I think. King of Swords, there is going to be somebody who's going to want to do it all their own way. Let's do it like this and do it like that, and he'll try and take control of the situation. That's always interesting, right? And then the Hermit, of course. The Hermit shows up saying, well, there's two sides of this coin as a solution. One is put the blanket over your head and hide because can't get what you want, so budget, right? And the other side is take full control and get out there and do it. I've never seen an Aries put the pillow over their head and just go and hide from the situation. We want to sort of understand that this relationship, it's telling me that it can go either way. It can either be something that goes really, really well or really, really not great. So if there's a way to resolve all this stuff before you go, that would be smart. Okay? We don't want you worrying about the house. Okay? Don't worry about the house. We want this to end up off the list. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big trauma. And everything is okay. All right? Okay. Excellent. Let's go ahead and pull a few more cards here and get some clarity about some of these things that are going on here. I would like to clarify. See, I've got this part here. This makes perfect sense to me, but this doesn't. So we're going to pull some cards for the Emperor, Page of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. and then these two. So we're pulling 5 more cards. All right, let's do this. Okay. All right. Father, Mother, God, Star Brothers and Sisters, please guide Aries on November, first week in November. Thank you. So we're going to clarify the blocked Emperor. That'll be that one. Page of Swords. That's that one. Ace of Pentacles. Let's do that King of Swords too, right? There it is. And the Hermit. Clarification is key, right? Yeah. Here we go. So let's get these out of the way so I can even see what I'm working on. All right. So the Emperor, so let's go ahead and recap just real quick. 6 of Swords, we're helping others with our power. We're helping other people. We're making things happen. We want to do it from our heart. We're fighting for our heart's desire in the situation. We have an expectation of how things should go. It's all new, but we're walking through the gateway anyhow. We have an expectation. It may or may not go according to plan. So we're going to have to remain flexible, right? Now we're stepping into the Emperor here. And the Emperor is telling us the call of the void is happening. Oh, that feeling of home or not home or whatever. There's a candle in your heart ready to be rekindled. All you have to do is acknowledge the void so you can heal properly. All right. So we're putting a candle in the void. Maybe the house and the home aren't feeling quite right, or maybe we're feeling less at home than we thought we would. If for those of us who might be traveling, it's exciting and weird and fabulous, but at the same time, you're going to be maybe a little homesick. Wouldn't be surprising. All right. Now, the Page of Swords is here talking about how fighting for our power, but not doing it. It's blocked. We're blocked from fighting for our power. And it says you're on the right path. Even if you're not sure, keep going. Eventually, you will get to your destination. So even as we're feeling uncertain, as we're walking this path, don't be scared. It's all working out the way it's supposed to. Sometimes it's the struggle that gets you there. They always said it wasn't about getting to Wally World. That movie was all about what happened on the road to Wally World. You know what I'm saying? Road trip movies are road trip movies, not about the destination. Ace of Pentacles, talking about how money is blocked. The gift of finance is blocked. But watch, nothing is lost. Know that when you lose something, try to remember that there is always a deeper meaning, that anything you lose comes around in another form. And no matter how bad things may seem, all is not lost. So if you have had what felt like a financial loss up till now, maybe something didn't go according to plan, shall we say, and we didn't get the result we were hoping for in a situation, but in the end, further down the line, it's going to turn into a benefit. So the fact that you didn't fight about it, you didn't argue about it, and you didn't make a fuss begins to make you look better than in a situation, and you will indeed come out of it better than if you didn't, if you had thought about it, right? So now the Lovers here, we were talking about the Lovers and how there will be another person involved in your solution for this week. So that's wonderful news. There's another human. Excellent. It's not all about you. So we have the King of Swords, who is potentially the person who will be helping you, although he is particular about how he does things. Wouldn't it be nice if they just did them the way you told them? Great. Let's just see. Wait a second. Pull this card for it. Pain is fuel. All that pain, all that suffering, all that confusion, use it as fuel and transform your troubles into gold. All right. So while this person might be fighting you and causing trouble, use that as fuel. Don't let that become a problem that stops you from moving forward, right? Whatever's going on, make it into fuel. There's going to be some rocket fuel happening here if this guy is really what he seems to be. All right. And the Hermit. The Hermit in your solution pile. Trust your power. Your impact in the world is greater than you think. Whether you see it or not, your existence makes a positive difference. So, just when you're feeling worst, the truth is, if you go inside, you'll feel much better. Because inside, you know, you're here, you're making a difference, and everything is awesome. Okay, Aries? So don't be down on yourself, okay? You're doing a good job. Everything is happening. Even though we have this sacrifice and this inner power situation, I think it's your inner power is going to pull you through the sacrifice, okay? So I feel like the sacrifice is talking about how you're not going to be in control of every damn thing, but you're going to have to let some things go and just kind of trust the universe to take care of it. Woo! All is not lost, right? There will be benefits as we move through and come out on the other side, okay? So, thank you all for being here. I care about you very much. Please like and subscribe. Know that I'm here for you. All my ways to reach me are in the comments below. And I know this is a general reading for you, Aries, and it isn't for everybody. So if it works for you, excellent. If not, just come on back next week and we'll see what happens. All right? Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you then.